I'd like to call this regular meeting of council to order on April 5th, 2022 at 7:03 p.m. We'll stay seated for a moment of silent reflection. As we gather this evening, I would like to acknowledge on behalf of council and our community that we are meeting on the traditional territory of the Algonquin people. We would like to thank the Algonquin people and express our respect and support for their rich history. And we're extremely grateful for their many and continued displays of friendship. We also thank all the generations of people who have taken care of this land for thousands of years. Mayor's address. Recent lifting of mask requirements in most public places, the province of Ontario, as the county of Renfrew, is experiencing an increase in the number of positive COVID cases. We must remember to respect the decision of individuals who continue to follow the recommendations of our local health unit for vaccinations, boosters, and masking. County of Renfrew has passed a COVID policy for all employees in our long-term care homes, as the statistics have indicated that the majority of deaths from COVID occur within the 80+ age group. During the month of March, I attended 12 meetings for county and municipal business. On March 23rd, 2022, I attended the first SAC committee meeting for the 2022 Fresh Act. According to the data from the Renfrew Power Corporation, the snowpack is relatively the same as 2021. However, there is less water content. The snowmelt has been gradual and rainfall is average for this time of year. With the Boulder River Water Management Plan receiving final approval, there's sufficient capacity in Round Lake and Golden Lake to accommodate snowmelt and spring runoff. County Council meeting on March 30th, 2022, County Council approved the revised tariff of fees for planning services with the exception of the $200 general inquiry fee, which will be brought back to County Council at the 2023 budget workshop. Rehabilitation of Lake Dory Road, County Road 30, from Highway 60 in Golden Lake to Spurberg Road, which is 3.26 kilometers, has been moved forward to 2023. Engineering work for this project will be completed in 2022. A map of the county road and bridge construction work for 2022 is attached for your information. As announced by the province on March 28, 2022, Ontario has signed an agreement with the federal government for $10 per day daycare for childcare, with details or more details will be forthcoming. A surprise for County Council was a letter of resignation from Paul Morrow, County of Renfrew CAO, which will be effective the end of August or beginning of September, depending on the hiring of his replacement. That is the mayor's address. I have a motion that the April 5th, 2022 mayor's address and county information be accepted as presented. Moved by Councillor Buckwald, seconded by Councillor Robinson. Councillor Burke? Yes. Councillor Buckwald?
Yes.
Councillor Robinson?
Yes.
Councillor Ranky-Coco? You good? Good, Janet? You're muted.
I don't know, it just muted itself. Sorry. We're good.
Okay.
Technology, okay.
I have a motion that the minutes of the March 15th, 2022 public shoreline and the March 15th, 2022 regular minutes be accepted as presented. Oh, yes, sorry. Are there any declarations of pecuniary interest and the general nature thereof? Seeing none, then we'll move on to the adoption of the minutes. So I have a motion that the March 15th, 2022 public shoreline minutes and the March 15th, 2022 regular minutes be accepted as presented. Moved by Councillor Byrne, seconded by Councillor Bucklow. Are there any additions, corrections, or omissions? Seeing none. Councillor Byrne?
Yes.
Councillor Bucklow?
Yes.
Councillor Robinson?
Yes.
Councillor Reiche-Schoenfeld?
Yes,
Thank you. And a yes, that's carried. Have no delegations, so we'll move to reports. Item 7.1 is the AllNet Connect report. And I have a motion that council accepts the resident and municipal communications report as presented and authorizes staff to advertise the kickoff of the program in the local newspaper. Did I get a mover in a second? Moved by Councillor Robinson, seconded by Councillor Bucklow. Comments or questions? Councillor Reiche-Schoenfeld, did you have a question?
no, I was just gonna second it,
Oh, okay.
but that's okay, we're good.
Seeing no comments or questions, then I'll call the vote. Councillor Burns?
Yes.
Councillor Bucklow?
Yes.
Councillor Robinson?
Yes.
Councillor Reiche-Schoenfeld?
Yes,
And yes, that's carried. Thank you. Item 7.2 is the winter sand report. I have a motion that council accepts the winter sand RFP report as presented and accepts the lowest combined price for winter sand and winter supply from RJ Zell and Son at $37,532.95. Can I get a mover in a second? Moved by Councillor Byrne, seconded by Councillor Reiche-Schoenfeld. Comments or questions? Seeing none, Councillor Byrne?
Yes.
Councillor Bucklow?
Yes.
Councillor Robinson?
Yes.
Councillor Reiche-Schoenfeld?
yes, yes,
And a yes, that's carried. Thank you. Seven point three is the gravel report. I have a motion that council accepts the A gravel RFP report as presented and accepts the lowest proposal from RJ Allen Son in the amount of $53,575.56. HST is included. Did I get a mover and a seconder? Moved by Councillor Bucklow, seconded by Councillor Reiche-Schoenfeld. Comments or questions? Seeing none, Councillor Byrne?
Yes.
Councillor Bucklow?
Yes.
Councillor Robinson?
Yes.
Councillor Reiche-Schoenfeld?
yes,
Yes, that's carried. Thank you. And 7.5 is the special projects coordinator report. I have a motion that council accepts the spring update report as presented. Did I get a mover and a seconder? Moved by Councillor Bucklow, seconded by Councillor Robinson. Comments or questions? Councillor Reiche-Schoenfeld?
maybe just a suggestion to Miss Montgomery, and I think it's really interesting about the mural and stuff. Maybe she just wants to put a bug in maybe Opiongo's art year. Maybe there's some students there that would like to take on a project or have some ideas. And perhaps I know we have students in Golden Lake area that do go to Bishop Smith and Jean Lajoie. Maybe something like that. It might be nice to have some student, because we're always trying to get the youth involved, and maybe even some of it is planning and even painting and stuff. And I mean, it would be a great idea for those kids to get community service hours. And if there was a budding artist, that would look good in their portfolio. So maybe she could reach out just to those schools and perhaps maybe get some help.
So we'll record that in the minutes and that be passed on to Tanner.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments or questions? Seeing none, Councillor Byrne?
Yes.
Councillor Bucklow?
Yes.
Councillor Robinson?
Yes.
Councillor Reiche-Schoenfeld?
Yes,
Yes, that's carried. Thank you. Well, that brings us to our correspondence, action and non-action. I have a motion that correspondence items 9.1.1 to 9.1.6 be accepted as information. I'm going to move in a second, moved by Councillor Burr, seconded by Councillor Markle. Councillor Burr,
Yes.
Councillor Buckwald,
Yes.
Councillor Robinson,
Yes.
Councillor Reddish-Onfeld,
yes,
yes, that's carried. Thank you. Is that moved by Councillor Burns? Oh, I had it. I wrote it down on my page. Item 9.1 is a news release. I have a motion that staff be authorized to apply for the Provincial Rural Connectivity Fund in support of installing electric vehicle chargers if eligible, when program details, including eligibility, potential charger locations, and how the communities can apply is announced later this year. Can I get a moved by Councillor Robinson, seconded by Councillor Buckwald? Comments or questions? Seeing none, Councillor Burks,
Yes.
Councillor Buckwald,
Yes.
Councillor Robinson,
Yes.
Councillor Reddish-Onfeld.
yes,
Yes, that's carried. Thank you. Nine point 2.2, celebrating seniors in Ontario. I have a motion that council submit nominations for the 2022 Senior of the Year Award at the next April regular council meeting. Can I get a mover and a seconder? Moved by Councillor Burns, seconded by Councillor Buckwald. Comments or questions? Councillor Burns,
Yes.
Councillor Buckwald.
Yes.
Oh, Councillor Reddish-Onfeld.
I just want to, that's okay, that's okay. Where do we submit the names to? Or who?
They go
To Michelle?
to Michelle. Yes.
Okay, thank you. And yes,
I think those are Councillor Robinson.
Yes.
Yeah, that's carried. That brings us to bylaws. Now therefore, the Council of North Algona Wilberforce enact the following bylaws. 2022-21, remuneration for township officers and staff, and 2022-22, execution of the agreement. Could I get a mover in a second? Moved by Councillor Robinson, seconded by Councillor Buckwald. Comments or questions? Councillor Reddish-Onfeld.
okay, because I don't have it in front of me, but I remember it was like a grid scale, correct? And do we have anything similar for the part-time workers, like a grid scale like that, or is it not like that at all?
Are factored on the secret salary.
Sorry, I never heard that.
The part-time workers are captured on, are included in the grade salary.
Did you catch
And
that?
so that would be, yeah, okay, so that would be the same for like the landfill attendants and all that also?
Are
Yeah.
included on that grade, yes.
Okay, thank you. So should we include those though in when we're doing the remuneration should there be some wording that reflects that they will also get the cost of living too?
Yes. I think our reflected would be part-time.
Buckle?
So the data to clarify things, so the grid that we have is based on full-time hours. So basically, our part-timers will be counted at the same hourly rate, is based on the activity.
Any further questions or comments?
And
Councilor?
our part-time workers, they get full the same as all the other workers.
Yes. Part-time get
The
COLA.
number of hours that they work.
Your questions? Seeing none, Councilor Burns?
Yes.
Councilor Buckle?
Yes.
Councilor Robinson?
Yes.
Councilor Riker Schoenfeld?
Yes,
And yes, that's carried. Thank you. Item number 14 is upcoming meetings and unfinished business. So I have a motion that council agrees to reschedule the April 19th, 2022 regular council meeting to April 26th, 2022 at 7 p.m. And I'm going to move it in second. Moved by Councilor Buckwald, seconded by Councilor Robinson. Any for Councilor Riker Schoenfeld's benefit?
oh,
Michelle, do you want to
okay, go ahead.
explain the reasoning?
We're scheduling the April 19th meeting to accommodate for the Easter long weekend. If it remains on April 19th, that leaves little time for staff members to prepare the agenda and then have it out to council in time for the meeting.
And
Okay,
in addition
thank
to-
you.
In addition to that, Michelle is on holidays the week of Good Friday, so once again, it would be easier for staff to move that meeting to the 26th. Keep in thought. Councilor Burns,
Yes.
Councilor Buckwald,
Yes.
Councilor Robinson,
Yes.
Councilor Riker Schoenfeld.
Yes,
I mean, yes, that's carried. Thank you. So item number 15 is closed session. So I have a motion that council move into closed session pursuant to section 239, 2B of the Municipal Act regarding personal matters about an identifiable individual, including municipal or local board employees. Could I get a mover in a second? Moved by Councilor Robinson, seconded by Councilor Buckwald. Councilor Burke,
Yes.
Councilor Buckwald,
Yes.
Councilor Robinson,
Yes.
Councilor Riker Schoenfeld.
yes,
Yes, that's carried.
Yes.
Succession planning, that council accepts the report from the CAO on succession and directs the clerk treasurer to implement the recommendations of the reports. Did I get a move in a second there? Moved by Councilor Burns, seconded by Councilor Buckwald.
Yes.
Councilor Buckwald,
Yes.
Councilor Robinson,
Yes.
Councilor Riker Schoenfeld.
yes.
Yes, that's carried. Thank you. Motion that bylaw 2022-23 being a bylaw to confirm the proceedings of council for April 5th, 2022. Be read first and second time this 5th day of April, 2022. Moved by Councilor Robinson, seconded by Councilor Buckwald. Be read a third time and finally passed this 5th day of April, 2022. Councilor Burns,
Yes.
Councilor Buckwald,
Yes.
Councilor Robinson,
Yes.
Councilor Riker Schoenfeld,
Yes,
Yes. Carried, thank you. I have a motion that the April 5th, 2022 regular council meeting adjourns at 8:48 PM. Moved by Councilor Burke, seconded by Councilor Buchwald. Councilor Burke,
Yes.
Councilor Buchwald,
Yes.
Councilor Robinson,
Yes.
Councilor Reggie Toledo.
yes.
Yes, that's carried. Yep.